Hello, my fellow scientists. It is Tuesday, March 7th, 2017. I want to talk about Patreon. Patreon is a website where you can go and support artists and creators who you love and who make content you enjoy, and you can give them a little money every month or every creation. And I support a bunch of different people on it, but I'm going to talk about 6 different artists that I support on Patreon. I support the longest artist I've supported is Jon Rosenburg. He does a site called A Multiverse, and before that he did a webcomic called goats.com, both of which are still available and both of which are hilarious. I think he might start updating Goats again soon, but he updates A Multiverse quite frequently. Political humor somewhat, but topical and funny, and one of the few sources of political content that I allow myself, because otherwise I get upset. I support David Revoy. He does a site called Pepper and Carrot, which I've talked about before. It's an open source webcomic where he talks about his method extensively and uses open source software to create his webcomic. And he also supports Krita.com, which is a great piece of software for creating art digitally. It's really, really cool, and I'm glad to see that he popularizes it. I support another webcomic called 3-Panel Soul by Matt and Ian, and they are wonderful. They do great things, cover some difficult topics like depression and social anxiety, and they do it in a really good-humored, lighthearted, but still worthy way, respectful. I like their work a lot. I've read their stuff since Mac Hall back in the day. We were in college at the same time in different places, and it was great to watch someone create art in college while I was learning chemistry. I support Peter Welch. He writes really cool essays and a few books that I've really enjoyed, including And Then I Thought I Was a Fish, a story of a young man's trip through an LSD terror and subsequent institutionalization, which was amazing and hilarious and mind-bending. I support Abby Howard, who writes a webcomic called The Last Halloween and is famous for her performance on Strip Search, a YouTube series by the Penny Arcade guys. She was hilarious in that. She makes a hilarious comic. I support a YouTuber named Azrienoch who makes YouTube videos about his sculpture and art and has been making hilarious YouTube videos for years. And I'm glad to see that he's back on YouTube and making content again. So yeah, there you go. 6 people I like to give a coffee to on a monthly basis just because I love reading their stuff. I encourage you to check their material out. I've put links below. If there are great people you support on Patreon, shoot me a comment, let me know. I'm always looking for fun, serialized content to read on a regular basis. So, until next time, tune in to fun, enjoyable literature, stay away from the news, and tune in tomorrow for more science and pop culture and lightheartedness from the Allen Lab.